Hiya, welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel and Travel Corner, where we keep great radio from the past alive. Today, it's Los Angeles and KFWB. We're going back to 1959 for this Aircheck, and from 1925 to 1950, KFWB was owned by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers also owned KDWB in Minneapolis and KEWB in Oakland/San Francisco, which is why all the call letters end in WB. Warner Brothers, get it? Yeah, sure. By 1956, KFWB was purchased by Crowell-Collier Broadcasting, and 2 years later, in 1958, they flipped that thing to become LA's first full-time top 40 rock and roll radio station. Over the years, some legendary names graced the microphones at KFWB. Gary Owens, Wink Martindale, Jim Hawthorne, also Sam Riddle, Gene Weed, Jimmy O'Neill, Roger Christian, Larry McCormick, and at the end of its run as a music station, the legendary team of Al Lohman and Roger Barkley. In 1966, Group W Westinghouse Broadcasting bought the radio station, and on March 11th, 1968, they dropped the top 40 rock and roll music and became all news all the time. And it had a lot to do with the success of some of its other properties, like 1010 WINS in New York and Philadelphia's KYW Newsradio 1060, all doing very well with this new all-news format. Now, this Aircheck features KFWB's Elliot. He spent most of his time at KFWB hosting Afternoon Drive, and he was part of the KFWB 7 Swingin' Gentlemen. He actually published a book a few years back called The Last of the Swingin' 7. He talks about his days at KFWB and about his broadcast career as well. Over the years, he spent time behind the mics at KLIF in Denver, KTSA in San Antonio, and KILT in Houston. So, if you like what you hear, give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel, and after you do, smack that bell. And when you do, you'll be notified whenever we post anything new. All right, let's go back to the swinging 1950s, January 9th, 1959, with Elliott Field on 98 KFWB, Los Angeles.
Agreement that will put an end to their strike. It's the drink everyone likes. You're right, it's 7-Up. For a fresh, clean taste, nothing does it like 7-Up. Try a chilled bottle of 7-Up next time you want to bring relief to a parched mouth and throat. 7-Up is a friendly drink. Wherever you see 7-Up being served or sold, there's bound to be a happy atmosphere. Office crowds favor it over any other cold beverage during their afternoon breaks. They find it gives them a much-needed lift and rapidly quenches their thirst. And at home, the whole family can enjoy 7-Up any time of the day. Your neighborhood dealer has 7-Up in the 24-bottle family case or convenient 28-ounce bottle pack with the 6 giant bottles. So you see, it's easy to keep an ample supply of this refreshing beverage in your refrigerator at all times. Any hour, anywhere, anytime, you'll discover that 7-Up is the greatest refresher of them all. It satisfies your thirst. Nothing does it like 7-Up.
Mr. Weatherman, tell us what's cooking climatologically. The forecast, the pressure and humidity, the wind direction and velocity, the weather and the temperature. What's it gonna KFWB?
Variable high clouds tonight and Saturday, but mostly sunny Saturday. Low tonight 5-4. The high tomorrow 73. Today's high was 71. The current reading downtown our town is 68 degrees, 68 degrees. This hour's weather has been presented by 7-Up Bottling Company of Los Angeles.
Complete news, revised weather, 5 minutes before the hour on the next edition of KFWB Instant News. No sooner done than said.
Problems, 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 problems.
21 in the KFWB, Fabulous 40, Don and Phil, the Everly Brothers. It's 27 before the 5 o'clock punch out on this. Thank goodness it's Friday. Field Frolic, January 9, 1959. Got a Cash for Kids winner for $10. Dwayne Smith out of Montebello. Last hour, looking for another one. Let's do a clean sweep. Go for broke today. Who you know on Reeves in Los Angeles is Cash for Kids card number 13,366. 13,366 worth $5 if you call me, Elliott Field, Hollywood 35151, the next 5 minutes. Friend, a neighbor, relative, total stranger can call Hollywood 35151. Correctly identified the holder of Cash for Kids card number 13366 for $5 in the next 5 minutes.
Oasis takes you away.
New Oasis cigarettes take you away from the everyday.
Saludos amigos. Welcome to Acapulco, Oasis in sunny Mexico.
Oasis, fresh as the morning dew. Oasis, cool as the harbor's blue.
Okay, forget it. Say, let's go see the new Chevrolet.
Hey, that time I heard it. And you can see the Chevrolet dealers of Southern California now offering immediate delivery on 59 Chevrolet models. So a jury of 1 million supports Judge Castro's justice, says the news, the screaming headlines, details of which turn up on KFWB Instant News 7 minutes away.
Dr. Walter C. Alvarez of the Mayo Clinic says that success and happiness can be attained by improving human relations. And in the pages of the Los Angeles Times, he reveals how this can be done. Bill Spaulding at the Times tells you about these articles.
Dr. Alvarez calls his special series, How to Get Along with People. He tells us honestly and frankly about ourselves and others. He shows us ways we can relieve our doubts and fears. This man, who has advised so many thousands, tells us what we can do about middle-age blues, how we can help children toward maturity. He suggests what to do when husband and wife clash, and most important, how we can keep love growing. Dr. Alvarez writes 6 days a week with all the warmth and the wisdom that have made him one of the most respected men of our times.
Dr. Alvarez's special series is now appearing in the Times. It's one of the special features that make the Times and you more interesting. You get so much more out of reading the Times.
Johnny J. Temperature is going down to about 3.8 cooler suburb areas and about 5.0 with 6.5 current KFWB degrees at 10:45.
The best tobacco makes the best smoke. So have a Camel, have a real smoke. So rich in flavor, mild all the way. No wonder it's the number one smoke in the USA. Taste a real cigarette. Have a Camel. Taste a real cigarette. Have a Camel.
Again, for the 10th straight year, Camel outsells every other cigarette. Filter, king size, and regular. The best tobacco makes the best smoke. The Camel blend of costly tobaccos has never been equaled. Have a real cigarette. Have a Camel.
KFWB Channel 90.
Don't know how you did it, Al.
Did what?
Kept your yap shut for a minute and 20 seconds.
Oh, I can go longer.
Now the music, the magic, the excitement of the French Riviera have been captured in a great new drink. Eden Rock. Eden Rock, a drink like no other. Gay, bright, continental, the very essence of the French Riviera. It's a fabulous new drink. Its color as warm as the southern sun, a taste as intriguing as Mediterranean nights. Eden Rock, a magnificent vacation from every everyday drink. Eden Rock is at your wine dealers now. You can enjoy it this very evening.
Eden Rock. La 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 la. Eden Rock.
Edward R. Moronick. Now, those are the Applejacks. This is KFWB number 1 in Los Angeles, where you get the news once an hour, not once a day. Good luck and good listening.
Get the news, get it fast. Get the news before it's past. Every hour of the day, you get the news while it's really new. And not that history on KFWB Channel 98.
Los Angeles retail clerks and food employers to sit at table tomorrow for first time since the 9th of the month. That's the top news story of this instant. It's 4:55. This is the 5 o'clock edition of KFWB Instant News. The news feature of PSA, Pacific Southwest Airlines. Los Angeles, an end is in sight to the long, drawn-out strike lockout affecting 1,000 Southland markets. Robert Fox, representing the Employers Council, told KFWB News that they, the employers, welcome the opportunity to meet with the union. Fox went on to refer to a statement allegedly made today by union spokesman De Silva. Fox said the new union wage proposal, as reported today by Mr. De Silva, represents at least a slight departure from his uncompromising position of the past. Speaking for the union, Leonard Shane told KFWB listeners that, as always, the union was looking forward to sitting down at the bargaining table with the employers' representatives. Both sides said they would be at the appointed location tomorrow at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, the man who called the meeting, State Conciliator Whistler, says although he's not altogether optimistic about the results of tomorrow's session, it may grow into a harmonious get-together at which some settlement in the long, drawn-out, 21-day-old dispute will be reached.
Well, come on. Come on and fly with me. You might as well fly the best. PSA is the best in the West. We're gonna smile, smile, smile every mile of the way. We leave most any time of the day. Take one flight and you will see how friendly and accommodating I can be. Come on and fly with me. You might as well fly the best. 4-engine Skyliners, nothing could be finer than PSA.
The early morning flight to San Francisco features complimentary continental breakfast. Snacks served on all other flights. PSA, the nation's leading intrastate airline. 80 flights a week, serving both Los Angeles airports. Non-stop to San Francisco, only $11.81 plus tax. San Diego, $5.45. For first-class care at a reasonable fare, fly PSA. Call Stanley 7-5421 or Spring 61600.
Havana, 1 million mass in front of Cuba's presidential palace in rank-and-file show of support to their new leader's government and the way the new government is meting out punishment to fallen government soldiers accused of serious war crimes. The Nationals heard Fidel Castro say that the war crimes trials will continue, and those found guilty of murder and torture will be shot. Hollywood intimates have joined casual friends today in paying solemn tribute to C.B. DeMille. The 77-year-old film magnate and cinema pioneer died in his sleep this morning of a heart ailment. Cambridge, Massachusetts trackers say they've sighted death dive of America's talking Christmas moon. The Atlas satellites believe headed toward its final resting place, oblivion through fire, now that it's entering the Earth's atmosphere. Vandenberg Air Base first polar satellite shot was again postponed again today as air officials at California launching site claim technical difficulties would cause more delay in Operation Discoverer. Los Angeles cop killer James Houghton sentenced to die in San Quentin's gas house. Los Angeles search continues for third party and holdup of Hollywood bar, resulting in murder of film executive. Other 2 members of ill-fated trio are arraigned along with their missing partner on 1 count of murder, 2 of robbery. Still being sought is ex-mental patient George Scott. Here's a special announcement. PSA now serves both Los Angeles airports to San Francisco and San Diego. Let me repeat. PSA now services both Los Angeles airports and at the same low fare, only $11.81 plus tax, non-stop to San Francisco. You can pay more but can't fly better than PSA, the nation's leading intrastate airline. For flights from Lockheed Air Terminal, call Stanley 7-5421. For flights from International Airport at Inglewood, call Spring 6-1600. Fly PSA. Now the condition of the entire Los Angeles freeway system at this instant. Here's Bill Angel at KFWB Freeway Control.
On the Hollywood Freeway, inbound, rolling all the way to Civic Center. Outbound, heavy out of the Civic Center, and then congesting from Western to Cahuenga. Harbor, outbound, interchange to Olympic. Inbound from Olympic to the interchange is heavy. Pasadena, outbound, interchange to the tunnel area is moving slow. Santa Ana, outbound, 4th to Soto Street is heavy. San Bernardino, outbound, Civic Center to City Terrace is slow. That's it from on the freeways now.
From the KFWB Weather Wire, the forecast for our town, variable thin cloudiness tonight, sunny on Thursday with some clouds. Continued cool tonight with low near 50 locally, but 38 in the suburbs. Little warmer tomorrow with high of 71. Today's high was 6.8. The current reading in our town, 6.5. This has been the 5 o'clock edition of KFWB Instant News presented by PSA, Pacific Southwest Airlines. This is John Babcock reporting.
KFWB Electronic News, the pulse of Los Angeles. Next news as it happens, next scheduled news in 55 minutes. Get the KFWB News habit and get the news.
Barber Jazz Band, Petit Fleur. Sort of a broken taillight tranquilizer for the boulevard of same at 2 after 5 KFWB Field Frolic time.
My name is Bear Erickson. I go to Bowen Hill School. KFW listeners, drive carefully near our school.
KFWB.
My name's McGurk. I'm a culture vulture. Dorothy Kirsten is soloist and Johnny Green.